This woman decides to live in her
Guys, for the
car.
past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. Let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA. And he said, you need to come back to LA. Okay. And he said that I could stay with him. And so I was like, okay. He's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. Because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there. And so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I mean, I felt like he was playing games, and I knew he was playing games, and I wasn't the one. I'm like, come on, I'm trying to make this easier on you because financially, I know it's got to be hard. You're paying your rent and you're paying my hotel. His apartment was $1,700 a month. And then my hotel was over $3,000. Yep. So, and I was always stressed every week because he would pay weekly for the hotel. So every week I was like, oh my God, can you afford it? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I can't, but I'm getting it together. What?
Damn.
You're the one who said to go to the hotel, and you're not approving any of the apartments. Like, it would be so much cheaper to just get me into an apartment. Like, what's the problem?
I think the apartment would be a long-term commitment. But there you have it. She's been choosing to live in her car for 3 years. And a lot of people, if you guys don't know, she was part of the group In Vogue. And In Vogue, Jesus, they were successful. A successful group. But her wanting to goddamn live out of her car, and then you got her husband, her ex-husband is like, look, bish, how about I get you a job? How about I help get you a job? And what she's like is, no, I don't want your help, because people want to struggle. So let's hear my man talk about how he's like, look, I want to help her. Dom Robinson's ex-husband offers her a job after revealing she's been living in her car for 3 years. Damn, that's the story. Jesus. Okay, so he offered her a job at the hotel. She's not taking it because she'd rather be homeless because she has no responsibility. But you have people like, let's just say Slim Thug. I think people know Slim Thug, right? He's like, look, I'm going to offer you a job to get out of here. She don't want the job. So then you got people like Slim Thug speaking on the issue. Let's hear what he got to say.
Never should she do that. Look at her hits she made. Off them hits, she would still be getting enough money to pay some rent around this bitch. I get a monthly check every month. There's some work out this at 2 o'clock. I gotta start pulling up at this time. Yeah, I get a monthly check every month. If them people own they would be able to pay for something with that check, you know what I'm saying? And people are on your forever. Now, motherfucker, it need to be like, if you do a deal with a record label, they got 5 years to eat off that shit, and they gotta give you back. Right now, it's some 20 years, and there's a lot of stipulations that they really be f***ing over you. But it should be 5 years and then, take it back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way they ain't get their money back in 5 years.
All right, so he's blaming the record label. Now, people see through it that it's a choice. Now, I get early on that she put her faith and her stock into her producer to take care of her living arrangements. And instead of putting her in a hotel, instead of putting her in an apartment, he put her in a hotel. And eventually when that ran dry, she chose to be homeless for 3 years. It's not like she don't got money coming in. It's not that she don't have job opportunities. This is the choice she is doing, guys. So all these people are like, oh, the record label, they did her dirty. They're taking her money. She can't make money. No, this bitch want to be homeless. Now, Jermaine Dupri, he called it out for what it was. He's like, wait, this bitch had an assistant? You're like, wait. So here's Jermaine Dupri talking about it. Husband offered a job. Jermaine Dupri like, I ain't offering that bitch nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
I saw somebody send a message and say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, she was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Somebody said her choice having an assistant is not something that you should even think about if you don't have no money, right? And I'm bringing this up because Dawn, when she was telling the story in her car today about her living in her car for the last 3 years, she said, I was telling my assistant. And when she said that, I said, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. It changed my whole vibe of what I was watching because ain't no goddamn way she got an assistant.
Hey, but she do, because what ends up happening is people are like, oh, I just want to help you because you're a celebrity. I work for free.
And she ain't got no money. You know what I mean? Ain't no way. Yeah, Mr. Watson, when you ain't got no money and you out here just doing what you got to do, you do by yourself.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You moving around by yourself. Ain't nobody getting ready to sit up under you and just kick it for nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it might be some people that will stick there for a little bit, but 3 years having an assistant. She said she been in her car for 3 years. Ain't no 3 years of an assistant staying around. They ain't getting no money. If you ain't got no money, how they gonna help you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no money to pay them.
Yeah.
It don't even make sense, right? It don't make sense. So I'm just trying to make sure everybody pays attention to the whole scope of this story, because that's what I heard, and that made me think, wait a minute. She got an assistant.
I'm telling you, it's a choice. One, because you can make content and you can farm sympathy. It was a girl who did that shit for like a month, made damn near $500,000 on YouTube. You like, wait, she made $500,000. End up buying like a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter.
I don't know if she broke. She might not have all the money that she want in the world, but she definitely is not broke saying she got an assistant.
And then they got exposed that she ended up having a house.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years.
Look, man, I have no sympathy for her. I am of the opinion of Jermaine Dupri. She doing this shit for content. She doing this to evade responsibility and gain clout. You can say, hey, she's gaining clout for me because everyone's talking about her goofy ass living in her car. But look, no mercy. She want to live in her car. She want to be down bad. Let her do it. Let her do it. Let her do it until she realizes she can't do it no more. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. And I'll see you in the next video, man. Goofy celebrity choosing to be homeless. Struggle life didn't choose her. She chose it.